What's up, everybody? Don Fron with the Don Fron Show here again. Going to talk about Apple and the reverse stock split. It announced, not reverse, sorry, the stock split. Trading ETFs, reverse stock splits are very popular because they are designed. They decay, they go down to zero. They reverse split, we can go down that slide again. Anyway, Apple today at their announcement or at their earnings announced a 4-to-1, 1-to-4 stock split. Meaning, so we just crossed the $400 mark. So that'll put your, if you had, for every one share you had, you'll get an additional 3. So total, you'll have 4. Fundamentally, absolutely nothing changes, right? Now, companies do this to attract new buyers, right? Berkshire was one that didn't want to do it. Ultimately, they ended up caving and creating a second class. Warren really thought, because when you bring it cheaper, you attract traders, not investors. Or you attract new investors, and Warren was just not on board with that. He said, I'd rather keep the higher price and just let it go. You got to pay to play, basically. Where Microsoft back in the day, way back in the day, split all the time and kept it really cheap. So, and Apple did this before, and it got a lot of excitement. So just off that news alone, I'm kind of expecting a bump up because now it doesn't make any sense at all, but how many of you have been so excited to, if this stock splits, I'll buy so much more at that price. You can't wait to tell me you'll buy 5 shares of Apple once it hits $100 per share, but you won't buy 1 share at 400, right? Everyone thinks that. Well, a lot of people think that way. It doesn't make any sense at all whatsoever. But that cheap price just attracts you, and that's the whole reason behind this, right? So technically, it adds liquidity. It brings in new buyers. It does attract new traders. But last time Apple did this, it was, I would say a big deal. It was a bullish aspect. And now what it does psychologically, we kind of know where the ceiling's at. Okay, 400. We reset to 100. Let's do it again. So you're gonna have all those people thinking, here we go, from 1 to 400. Let's go on the ride. I'm in. Let's do this. So. For everyone asking about options, nothing changes with the options. Mechanically, everything all gets kind of rewritten, but value-wise, all stays the same, just like the fundamentals. All that's doing is just, adding more shares. More shares for the same dollar amount. So this is effective August. I'll chart it out here on the charts for you guys, because there's always somebody that it happens a lot with the ETFs that I trade. I was in a previous chat before, and they didn't really keep up on the news really at all. And someone will always message me, say, man, congratulations. How did you know on a reverse stock split where everything gets more expensive and you have less shares? So right there, August 24th is going to be the split. We stay at 400. Your shares will now be worth 100. You'll get an additional 3 for a total of 4. If it's not whole numbers like from 400 to 100, any additional, if it just gets sent to you, you get credited your account. So how I'm trading this right now, one, it's just news. This might have in theory, it shouldn't really do anything until after the split and everybody tries to buy it again. But I know how excited a lot of people get with Apple and how many people might want to buy it. So if there's going to be any reaction, I kind of expect a little bit of a bullish pop on this. But one other perk to this, why it's so amazing and why I kind of wouldn't be upset if Amazon or Tesla did it, just in the aspect of this, is when you're trading options, right? Options are a contract, a coupon, if you will, to buy 100 shares at whatever strike price you designate. If you go look at the at the money, which means 409, you're buying a call with a 410 strike, 409 right at the money, right where it's at. Look at the at the money on Apple versus at the money on Amazon or Tesla or something that just costs so much more. They are a lot more expensive. So it does start to price people out of those trades. And with options being as liquid and as popular as they are today, I think it's probably not a bad move for it to do a split and to bring that liquidity. Because that's what really drives order flow. So I agree with it. I'm actually expecting, I'm not in Apple right now. I wish I was. I played Amazon and Facebook. I had Apple, ended up closing it. Had a nice little run, closed it. So for that, as far as the earnings go, I was not in it. Would have been really cool. Would have been really cool. Anyway, missed out on that. Wanted to give you guys the news and talk about the split coming up. Again, it's August 24th. It is a 1-to-4 split. Whatever your current shares are now you have 4. If you had a whole Totino's pizza, does anybody even cut those things anymore? Am I the only weird guy that takes it's the size of a plate anyway, so I just kind of scoot off the plate and eat it that way. Take that same pizza and then cut it into 4. Still the same amount of food. Just get a different way to look at it. That's all it is. So, I'll see you guys in the next video.